Hey guys, and welcome back to another YouTube video. In this video, I'll be going through the last recap of the round 4 of the AFLW fantasy season, in which Brisbane outclassed West Coast Eagles by 45 points in the end, 61-16. So anyway, let's just jump straight into this and get through this one. Here you can see Roberts, 24 touches, 10 marks, 5 tackles. She's probably the one that actually marks the ball the most now, thinking about it. Here, let me just check this. She seems to get a lot of the marks. Where is she? 5, 9, 11, 21 marks in 5 games. That's 4 a game. That's not even anywhere. That's sort of on the same pedestal as Rowbottom. So anyway, moving on. So yeah, she had a 117, 5 tackles, 3 clearances, 328, 83% tog. She was just really, really good. But as we said, if we just go back to her quickly, that should get it. If we just go back here, you can see she is only averaging 87, so not the greatest in the end. Ellinger with a 93, 2 goals, 18 touches, all kicks, 6 marks, 3 tackles. I don't think she was relevant in the end, just because she was around about that $1 million price tag anyway going into it, and I'm pretty sure she had a stinker of a first game, and then in the second game, you can see here she averaged 70 odd for the 2 games, so she didn't have the best output across both games, but a 70 for like a 900 or like an 800k mid wasn't probably the greatest. So anyway, we move on. Conway, 1 goal, 5, 92. I think she's been one of the surprise brackets, and I think she would have been the way out to getting a really, really good score. Not having to necessarily trade like your M5 or whatever after it as well. So yeah, she was probably the one to pick us. I think she ended up going averaging 107 across the 2 games. So 200. I think she got in the end about 214 points across the 2 games. And she kicked 1 goal, 5 as well. She could have easily kicked, even 3 goals, 4. 3 goals, 4 gets her to a 102, and that gets her to a 224, I think, for the whole weekend. So, yeah, she could have easily put on a massive score. Postlethwaite with an 87. I just want to check here with Brisbane what happened with Postlethwaite. 1 second here. Isn't included in the CBA, so it must have just been that it lived down in the forward line. She had 19 touches, 6 marks, 5 tackles, a pretty clean slate. But in the end, I think she's still averaging around that 50 marker. Let's see, 52 for the year. 67 in the double, not the worst, but yeah, I don't think that's too valuable, to be honest with you. Drennan, 86. She was one of the ones that actually played both games. I mean, most of these girls played both games, but yeah, 86 from her, 27 touches, 4 marks, 1 tackle. Ali Anderson actually destroyed her cash generation or anything, or lost all the cash that she generated in the first couple of weeks, just because she only scored, I think, 157 in both games. So in the end, actually, after all that was said and done, we lost only around about 190 points by captaining Davey and not having Ali Anderson and not having Ali Anderson captain, because Ali Anderson, 240 points, sorry, as she scored 157, where you got 62, make double that 157, you get 314, so around about that 250 or so points lost, which in the end, for what it looked like with Ali Anderson coming in averaging like 130 times that by 4, because you get 2 games times the captaincy of 2, so that would be times by 4 would be 520 points. So to be down what was it in the end, 250 points rather than the likely 460 is not the worst in the end. She got about 100 less points than what we were sort of expecting her to grab in the end, which was really, really thankful for that. Thomas, 77. Grider, 72. She actually came back and did really well in the second game this week, but in last week, sorry. But it's really hard to judge those halfbacks, just because the ball doesn't generally get kicked and switched about quite a lot and stuff like that. So it's really hard to judge. Thomas with a 77 was quite good, and that was mostly just because of this. If you look at the DFS stats, I'm willing to bet that she would have had 7, if not 8 kick-ins. I can probably actually bring it up. I'm going to bring it up here on my phone, and it's probably going to say 8. Can I actually... Is there a way in which I can do it here? 1 sec. Let me see if I can do it here. Possessions, Kick-ins. Is there anything for kick-ins here quickly? Defense, no. Stoppages, no. I don't think there's anything for kick-ins. Kicks. No. Is there anything here? No, it doesn't look like it. So I'll have to bring it up on my phone quickly here. That kind of sucks. I thought it would be in there, but let's just quickly go to this game and then go down to Thomas, and then it will show. I'm pretty sure it will show her kick-ins for the game. Nope, doesn't want to show the kick-ins for the game. Solid. But I'm willing to bet that it was in the 8-7 region for kick-ins. Anyway, moving on. Greta Lewis Hickey, 65. Orla O'Dwyer, 62. Swanson, 61. She's been surprisingly poor this year and will be definitely an option next year, given that she's averaging like 60. Swanson, average of 60. I would willing to bet that another off season, if she can get a good preseason in, that she can beat that by 20, 30 points. Mullins, Hampson, Dawes, Cronin, Harkin, Smith, Hodder, 42, she just was never valuable. Savak, Campbell, Long Done, Schilling, 37, never really did well in the double. Weston and Gibson both failed in the second game of the double. Bolts, Dakota Davidson, Mongo won on her return from an injury. Wake for Smith, Donato, a 32, so much like Ramos didn't kick on in the second game of the double. Simons, Savak, Lakay, Baker, Wake for Hartle in the 27 was quite disappointing, given everything. What's that? 6, 16, 19, 23, 25. So she must have had 2 free kicks, Hartle. Free kicks 4. She ended up with 2 free kicks 4. So that really sucks. I thought she might have had some points taken away from a free kick against. Wrench, Gooch, Cleaver with a 5. Yeah, that sucks for those people. McDonald and then Lyons there. So anyway, that is the video there. Quite a shorter one, as this one obviously being from week 4, it's already sort of, most people have done their trades, etc. So it really won't have much of an impact, but just sort of showing that I guess these midfielders probably weren't as valuable in the... it's really surprising because Riddell's just gone off last night and scored a 138, so she'll be valuable. But it seems at the moment that in the 2 games that most of these girls are getting really, and I think this is just a testament to the whole midfield in general, is most of these girls are really underscoring in the double, most of them top midfielders. And it's really actually the the F5s, the F4s that you would have grabbed up and sort of upgrade that position. Those are sort of the D5, D4 sort of positions are really actually becoming valuable because you're getting those rookies off field that are scoring 30. And you're getting up to a girl that might score 140 across 2 games, or something like that. So that's sort of where the value has actually been lying in the first game, in the first double. So that's definitely something to learn from. But anyway, that is the video. If you did enjoy it, remember to like and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.